present the next speaker, Bernd Hunger, Doctor of Philosophy, works as an urban planner and urban sociologist in Berlin. He's chairman of the board of the nationwide network Competence. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Großsiedlungen. As the owner of Stadtbüro Hunger, Stadtforschung, you did that on purpose. Und Entwicklung, he is commissioned to work on a wide range of urban development and social planning issues with a focus on the further development of residential areas from 60s to 80s. He's a member of the German Academy for Urban Development and Regional Studies. So Bernd, the mic is yours.
And I will Thank you, Ruta. I'm impressed of myself. I try to speak in English a little bit slowly, and if I don't succeed, please, German guys, help me. And I want to speak about, at first, it's wonderful to see the variety of similarities, but also differences between our countries. And maybe it's interesting, a very specific German view, a common view to the future of the big housing areas. And this is called from the Dinosauriers, from the, I don't know the English. Dinosaur, yeah, seems. To the future quarter. That means a very, very positive view to the future of these areas. And I say the next, please. And I'm chairman of the center of this center, and you see on the picture which are our members, housing companies, architects, universities, private persons, quarter management. We are an independent private organization. That means we have no interest for industry or for architects, but we are staying for the belongings of the people in the big areas, and we are working we have members from Hamburg until Munich, and that's why maybe we have a good common view about the development. So next, please. And my claim is to say those big areas have a very, very good spatial perspective, and maybe interesting in a little bit also in opposition to some slides of you. We think there are four remarks that are speaking for a good spatial development. At first, climate neutrality, you have a very good potential because the houses are dense, the area is green. It's very, very easy on a serial way to get a better performance, a better primary energy supply. All those figures are speaking for a good future of these areas. And you see this on this picture. This is a normal renovation from a 6-story building, and it has a very good energy performance. It has affordable rents for many, many households, and that's why it's maybe an advantage. The serial kind of construction is an advantage with a view of the kind of renovation. At third, the infrastructure is existing, and in the most of the situations, it can be reused in a new ways. And the last point may be a special German point. We have very, very strong cooperatives and community associations, which have the economical and the technological potential to develop whole areas as a whole, holistic, and not the problem with a singular, different individual property. This was a basic decision in Germany after the breaking down of the wall. Give we all our flats to the tenants, or do we organize a strong housing industry? We went on the second way, and that's why all the spatial problems are a little bit maybe better to solve as in our eastern neighbor countries. The next point, I only want to show you one one example of the kind of renovation and Umbau, renewable as a richtiger Umbau. The next, please. These are only five pictures from small cities of the land of Thüringen. And you see, these are all the same houses before, 5 or 6 stories, and you can do many, many things with them and give them quite another option for the future. And we are very sure that those renovated and organized houses will last the next 50 years also. These are reconstruction for a very, very long time, and there is no imagine that they are old, that are dinosaurs. No, they will stay also for the next generation. If there is eine engagierte Instandhaltung, a strong maintenance. Yeah, an interest and maintenance. But now my view will go to the negative point. Next, please. I have 5 minutes. We have very, very big social challenges. The segregation is coming up. Many households with few money, many people with migration background. And the next, please. I want to show it on a very, very clear point. This is the city of Halle, where we are now. And you see one school class with 30 children. And if you take a typical school class in Halle, there are 5 children from households which are jobless, where they have few money, which get money from the state. And the next picture will show you Halle-Neustadt. There are more than the half, and this is a quite other living. That means in Germany, it's not the question of the spatial development, but the question of social polarization, of huge immigration, and this will be the main challenge which we have to solve. Next, please. We try from the government very fast Unterstützung. Very, very fast support, because the social segregation is going up very, very quickly in the last years, because immigration processes are going up with almost no limits. It's a very, very big discussion now within the society, and we say those big, huge quarters are given the society more back than they get as help on the point of tasks of integration. Next, and I'm almost on the end. The desk quarter can be create to places of conflicts, because concurrences are very hard. Health, housing, kindergartens. It's very, very strong in markets of the big cities. The next, and we have now a big discussion about sensitive occupancy policies, big discussions about social quarter management in together working of the big housing companies and the states. And we have a very, very big discussion, especially about high quality of education of the next generation. Because the next generation is going up in the big settlements, because the migration groups have more children than the elderly German population, and integration is a question of the future. I think I come to the last. Yes. Political perspective, we need attendance for this kind of housing. We have a very good spatial perspective, and we have a very big challenge concerning the social perspective, because in these big areas, there will coming up the next generation more than in other areas. And our future will decide on the question if we are successful in the kind of integration or not. Thank you.